Recording in progress.
Good morning. Today we're going to talk about action. In mindfulness, one of the things we talk about is striving and how striving is something we don't want to do because striving leads to attachment. We get too attached to things. For example, we strive for money. And so we get attached to money and the things money can buy. And so in that striving and in that pursuit, we can end up doing things that we maybe don't want to do or shouldn't do, like maybe commit fraud or treat people poorly so we can get more money. Doesn't mean we always do that, but when striving becomes the goal or striving becomes the feeling, then that's how we end up engaging in negative behaviors. So striving is something we try to avoid. And mindfulness is a way of helping us avoid striving. Now, what I want to talk about this week is action. And sometimes people can get confused in this arena of thought that, well, if I take action, then that means I'm striving. And I don't want to strive for things, therefore I should never do anything. Like if I pursue money, then that's a bad thing because I'm striving. Well, that's not quite accurate. You need a way of making money so you can support your family, for example. Now, taken to an extreme, this is one of the reasons monks, people who are committed to monastic living, don't work. They completely remove this from their thought life, things they don't have to worry about, and they rely on donations so they can just remove this from their worry. But they don't expect everyone to live that type of life. But they're living like the extreme version of the extreme end of the spectrum there. For most of us, we're not monastics, and so we have to work. So we're going to have a life where we need to engage in an activity that, we have a job that pays us money. So there's some sense of, I wouldn't use the word striving, but effort to make a living and so forth. The balance is, when does it become striving and so forth? Striving is not the topic that I'm talking about today, so I'm not going to really go into that. But I do want to talk about the fact that it's okay to take action. In fact, it's needed to take action. We have to engage in activity. We don't get to sit around as monks and never take action. In fact, I would say even monks take action, even though they're living a monastic life. They get up, they have chores to do, they have things to do, they plant gardens, they wash dishes, they tend their farms, they do all kinds of activities, they take action. Um, Gandhi is a hero of mine. Gandhi led protests. Gandhi did all kinds of things. So there is nothing inherently wrong with taking action. As mindful leaders, it's required of us as leaders to take action. Leaders lead. That's what they do. The goal for all of us, whether we're leaders or not, is how do we take the right kind of action? This is really what I want to center on. Is that what we do is we take action that leads us toward either the right type of effort or the wrong type of effort. Now, each of us are going to have to decide in our own lives, what does that mean? What is the right type of effort or the wrong type of effort? You will be sorting out your values and deciding, excuse me, my nose is itching, what types of behaviors constitute the right type of effort and the wrong type of effort. If you are a Buddhist, you will be very concerned with karma and the idea of do no harm. This is why Buddhists are even vegetarian, for example. They don't want to kill animals. They don't even want to step on an insect, because the idea is to do no harm whatsoever. And so they're trying to do behaviors that are the right type of effort. They want to engage in the right type of effort, and they want to avoid the wrong type of effort because of that karmic sense. They believe they'll be reincarnated, and the more of the right type of effort they have, it will contribute to a better life in their next life and help them avoid a worse kind of life in the next life. This is not solely for Buddhists. Christians have the same type of belief. Most religions do. Christians would, they believe that they are laying up treasures for themselves in heaven. The more type of good behaviors they do, they get more rewards in heaven. And even, the act of salvation itself helps them go to heaven or avoid eternal punishment in hell. So this is not unique to one religion or one belief system. Christians teach the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Other people, even if you're not, of a particular religious belief system, some people go by what's called the platinum rule, which is do unto others as you, treat other people the way you want to be treated. Or I'm sorry, the platinum rule is treat others the way they want to be treated. Because if you treat people the way you want to be treated, it may not necessarily be the way they want to be treated. So the platinum rule is teaching people that we should treat people how they want to be treated, not necessarily how you want to be treated, because how you want to be treated may not be how they want to be treated. So the best thing to do is learn how they want to be treated and treat people that way. That's the kindest way to treat people. So what we're looking to do, no matter the belief system, whether it's Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, secular humanist, whatever, the idea is to find the right type of effort and avoid the wrong type of effort. Sorry, I was trying to get to my clock here. Do the right type of effort and avoid the wrong type of effort. Because we all engage in activity. What we want to do is live our lives in such a way we're taking the best type of effort. And as leaders, it's particularly important because we're not just responsible for our own behaviors, but we're responsible for our behaviors plus the actions of others, because people are following our lead. We're saying, come, follow me, let's do these things. And so we're not just leading, we're not just doing our own thing, but we're leading people to do things. So when we're leading people to do things, then we have an added responsibility to lead people into the right type of behaviors. We want to lead people to do positive things rather than negative things, obviously. We want to lead people into doing things that are good for the organization, good for society, and good for themselves. It's, we most often think of leadership as something that is, we're leading people towards a goal, right? We have a goal usually for the organization, the team we're leading, and we say, let's lead people towards this organizational goal. But it's very critical that when we lead, we're leading people in activities that are not only good for the organization, but it's a positive for the organization as well as for the people themselves. What good does it do? How good can it be if we accomplish the organizational goal and in the process destroy the people that we're leading? If it's good for the organization but bad for the people we're leading, then it can't really be called good. So that's our responsibility as leaders, is to look at what we're asking people to do and say, not only is this good for the organization, but it's also good for the people that we're leading. That is our responsibility as leaders, to know that it's good for the organization, it's good for the people we're leading, and it's good that whatever the result is, whatever we're doing, it's also good for the people that are using it in the end, for the end user. Maybe that's our customer, or it's good for society, whoever it impacts. Everyone involved is reaping a net positive from what we're doing. Those are important things to look at in our behaviors and our actions. If we can't look at all those things and say that what we're doing is good, then we need to really rethink what we're doing, our strategies, our actions. So those are important things to consider. So in our actions, are we leading to positive results? So let's take a few minutes and reflect, contemplate on these things. You might, wherever you are, make yourself comfortable. You're in a normal chair there. You can sit upright. Plant your feet on the ground. And you rest your arms with your, going to move the microphone here. Rest your arms with your hands in your lap, back straight. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. If not, you can just maybe bow your head with your eyes open, just gazing down. Just being comfortable and peaceful. Let's just take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Just take a moment of silence. Just breathing normally. Just reflect on your intentions with your actions. Are your intentions for the right efforts or for the wrong efforts? Most of us would say our intentions are for the right efforts. Just take a few moments of silence and think about your intentions in your life. Ask yourself how others would characterize your intentions. Would others say your intentions are for the right efforts or for the wrong efforts? You have your own intentions, but how do other people see your intentions? Do other people see your intentions as right efforts or wrong efforts? Don't ask yourself if they're correct or not. Just how do they view your effort? Examine and ask yourself Where in your life might you be harming others with your actions? Don't try to justify your behaviors. Just answer the question, where might you be harming others? How can you change your behavior or make amends for that behavior to make your actions more right? Where are you doing the greatest good in your life? Where are your actions having the greatest positive effect? What can you do to enhance those great things you are already doing? What can you do to make that work better? Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One last time, inhale and exhale. The world can be a better place when we avoid those wrong behaviors and emphasize those right behaviors. So take good action today and this week. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you next week for mindful meditations. Be sure to tell someone about mindful meditations, and I'll see you next week at pendulumcoaching.com. Thanks for joining us.